Hey, welcome back to the channel. I feel like sometimes when I say, hey, my little girl will be sitting there, a little newborn, I'll say, hey, I should be like, whoa. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. So today we are gonna be making homemade, healthy salad dressing. Salads typically are a pretty healthy option until you add the dressing. If you go to the store and add dressing, it is a crap ton of calories. And so today we're gonna have four different homemade salad dressings, ranging in calorie range, all the way from a little bit to an okay amount. But even for the ones that are gonna be okay amounts, it's going to be a good fat. The fat's gonna come from extra virgin olive oil, and you're gonna know what's in it. And so in my experience, homemade dressings are so much better than the store-bought dressings. They're cheaper. You don't have to go to the store and get them. We always make homemade dressings, and so often people say, wow, what's this dressing? Like if we're going to a party or whatever. No, don't get me wrong. There's definitely times we have these store-bought dressings. Bolt House in the refrigerator section at the grocery store makes a really good low-calorie dressing, salad dressing. And to be honest with you, sometimes I'm just like, I'm not making it. I go to the store and buy it. But these are four amazing options all over the place, from a ranch, honey mustard, a Greek vinaigrette dressing, and then a strawberry vinaigrette, or you can do raspberry vinaigrette, and I'll show you how to change up the fruits when we get to that. But we are gonna start first off with the Greek dressing. And two of these, anytime I'm using fresh garlic, crushed garlic in a dressing, I always like to put it into my NutriBullet, just because I just don't want to be eating chunks of garlic even though it's crushed. And so yeah, and I'm gonna measure everything right out into here. So first we're gonna start off with our base, and it is going to be 2/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. Now any of these dressings, I'll show you how much they make, and any of these dressings can be cut in half or doubled depending on how much you're doing. So 2/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. Then I have 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just dumping that right in here. I have 1 teaspoon of oregano. Boop, boop. I have 4 cloves of garlic. I'm using a baby spoon. I was getting ready to start the video and I saw that and I was like, awesome. Hashtag mom life. So 4 crushed up cloves of garlic, and I just use a garlic press. I just buy like the cloves of garlic at the store and use a garlic press to do that. If you don't have garlic, you can use garlic powder. If you buy the garlic that's already crushed up in the fridge, that's fine. An equivalent of 4 cloves. All right, what do I have next? All right, I'm like, where am I at? Dijon mustard. We need 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. So 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Come on, little guy. And then we are just gonna add some pepper, and some sea salt. Some sea salt right in there. And then I'm going to pop the lid on. And this is gonna be dressing number 1 in just a second. My NutriBullet here. We're going to pop this right on and give it a spin. Okay, so that just came out of the NutriBullet. Now when you blend these up in the NutriBullet, they kind of turn colors a little bit. But here's what it's gonna look like. And I like to pour them right in these cans right here. This is just a little canning jar. So you can see that made a lot of dressing. So if it's just you or one other person, you can totally cut this recipe in half, and that would be totally fine. So freaking good. And that's going to be your Greek dressing. And you don't have to put it in here. You could always put all the ingredients in here and shake it up really good. But you're just gonna have a little bit bigger chunks of garlic. I just prefer putting it in there. It cuts down on the chunks of garlic. So This is our first dressing right here. Okay, so our second dressing is going to be a low calorie but delicious honey mustard. And the base of this is going to be non-fat plain Greek yogurt. And again, all of these, you can double them, half them, however you want. I'll be showing you how much they make, so that's really helpful. And I find it easier just to put them in a jar, just like this. So our first ingredient is going to be 1/2 of a cup of the yogurt. So just get yourself 1/2 cup and then grab a spatula and just put it right in here. You can mix it in a bowl if you want. I'm all about less dirty dishes if I can help it. So 1/2 cup right into there. All right. Next thing we are going to have is 1.5 teaspoons of honey. So honey is one of those things, and if you spray this or coat this in a coconut oil, you won't have to worry about it, but I didn't. So 1.5 teaspoons of honey. Whatever your favorite honey is. You can use agave nectar if you choose to. That was spicy. I had something else on that spoon. All right. I'm looking around. Where's my stuff? Lemon juice. Let me grab the lemon juice. So we need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, last but not least, we need 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. So I just took the top off, measure it out, whack it off. That did not come out right. All right, so there we go. Once you get everything inside of the jar, and you can add a little bit of salt and pepper if you choose to, just a little bit of salt. I always feel like a little bit of salt kind of helps bring out the flavor just a little bit. And once you get it in here, you're just going to shake it. Now you can also pop that into the NutriBullet if you want to. You don't need to. You can just, this also doubles as a workout. You can shake. What was that thing called? The shake weight? They were like, you used to buy this weight and you used to shake it. That would supposedly help give you arm muscles. Anyway, this right here, this is going to be your honey mustard. This is a pretty low calorie option, this one right here. Again, most of your fat is going to come from the Greek yogurt, which is only 1/2 cup, so that's like nothing. And if you want it a little thinner, if you want this a little bit thinner, you can add water. But let me show you. Let me grab a clean one. Where's my other baby spoon? I'll just wipe that one off. All right, so you can see this is a pretty thin consistency. Okay. And these are all so good. And that's going to be your honey mustard option. All right, so far in just a few minutes, we have 2 salad dressings made. Here's the thing, most people don't realize it takes longer to go to the store and get a salad dressing than it does to make it at home. And all these you can tweak them. If you like things garlicky, you can add some garlic powder. In fact, I'm gonna do that. You can add some garlic powder to the honey mustard. You can make this more garlicky, less garlicky, put more oregano. You can tweak these to your liking. This is just the base recipe. So once you make them once or twice, you'll be able to tweak them to however you like it, but they're really good just the way they are as well. Okay, dressing number 3. This is going to be a strawberry vinaigrette, but you could make this with as a raspberry vinaigrette, a grape vinaigrette, a blueberry vinaigrette, an apricot vinaigrette, whatever you want, because we're going to be adding a jam, and you can do jam or preserves from the grocery store. This one is homemade, but it doesn't have to be homemade, and it can be whatever you have on hand. And so again, I'm going to put this one inside of here. This is going to be 6 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Dump it in. 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Dump her right in. I have 2 cloves of garlic. And this would be really easy to cut in half if you didn't want all of this. All right, next we're going to have, where's my little teaspoon? Oh, right here, right in front of me. 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. 2. In this, oh, some salt. Add some salt. And I'm adding about a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, just for your reference. A little bit of pepper. And then the last thing is going to be our jam, okay? Now you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of whatever jam it is that you're using. So if you are doing strawberry, it's going to be, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of whatever jam you're using. So if you're doing strawberry, it's going to be 2 tablespoons of strawberry jam. If you're doing apricot, it's going to be 2 tablespoons of apricot. If you're doing raspberry, you would just get raspberry preserves. And yeah, so we're going to put the lid on, pulse this in the NutriBullet for a few seconds. Okay. We've pulsed that up. Get the lid off. Tap it off. These smell so amazing. Like, so amazing. And just pour it in here. Sometimes when you put these in the fridge, they will harden a little bit. And when you get them out, you can either just pop them in a warm oven for a couple seconds in the microwave. My favorite way is either just get them out, set them out. I don't love to microwave them if I don't have to. Like a warm water or the oven is my favorite, or just set it out. But if you're in a pinch, you stuck it in the fridge, you can microwave it. That's just not my favorite way to do it. And hold on. I had to make sure I had a clean spoon. This one right here, this one and the next one we're gonna do are my faves right here. And I just love how you can season it to any fruit and all. It's the same recipe. You just change the jam or the preserves that you put in it. So dressing number 3, and you can see it makes just about to here. So if you doubled it, it would make a full one. These make great gifts too, by the way. Like if you know someone who loves salad or on the holidays, you could put a little ribbon around this and be like, here you go, great housewarming present. Great thing to take over if you're going for dinner at somebody's house or a holiday. It's just a really great, thoughtful, healthy, not expensive gift that, you know, whatever. The kids can get involved in it. All right. Enough about that. Last but not least, this one is probably the one I eat the most. Yeah. So we are going to start off with some ranch, or I'm sorry, this is gonna become ranch. We're starting with some non-fat Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna do about 3/4 of a cup right into our little can thing here. All right, the next thing I'm gonna put in is some garlic salt. This is my favorite garlic salt. This is Lowry's garlic salt. And I'm gonna put in some garlic salt. About 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. You can always adjust that depending on how. I just like the garlicky flavor with the ranch. Now I have Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. that I'm going to put into the mix. And this is a taste thing. Once you figure out how ranchy you like things, you can adjust it. I like my stuff pretty ranchy, so. And then we're going to put in the last ingredient, 0 calories, water. And again, this is gonna depend on how thick or runny you like this. Like normally when I'm just making a dip to dip veggies in or potato chips, I will mix the Hidden Valley with the non-fat Greek yogurt. So all we're basically doing is that, but we're thinning it out with water. Someone asked me one time, can you use milk? You can use milk. I've used milk. I can't tell a huge difference between water and milk, but milk adds more calories. So it's really just preference, however you like it. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder in here as well. And I can already tell just by looking at it, because I've made it enough, I need a little bit more ranch seasoning. And here's the, like, you put more here, like if you, like, let's just say you're making this for a get together or a party, grab a clean spoon. If it's just you eating it, you can double dip all you'd like. But if you have guests coming over, grab a clean spoon. You can taste test it. You can add more stuff to it. Shake it up. You didn't know when you clicked on this video that you were gonna get some salad dressings and a workout, did you? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the booty. Isn't that a song? Or is that, yeah, that's a song, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not a great singer. So let's take this apart. Take our spoon. And I'm gonna want this a little bit thinner. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. That's how simple it is. You want it thinner, add a little more water. I like to add the water a little slowly because, you know, and here's the thing, if you get it too thin, add some more yogurt. These are really kind of foolproof. And I have some like serious ranch lovers in my life that, oh, perfect. Needs no tweaking. It's perfect. So let me use this clean thing so I can just show you the consistency. So see, it's probably about the thickness of in a bottle. Like if you purchase ranch in a bottle, there you go. So we have our ranch. This is the lowest calorie of them all, and it's amazing. Like I'll even eat this on taco salad, and I'll use this and salsa as a dressing. So I'll, drizzle this over and salsa on a taco salad. So you have your ranch. This is the lowest calorie option. Such a good alternative to ranch. Like I have friends that are ranch lovers. Like they love ranch, and I've served them this. They have no idea. It is a low calorie version of ranch. No idea. Like no freaking joke. One time, one of my girlfriends was over and I made some and I put it in a ranch bottle, and it wasn't really because I was trying to fool her. It was just because like we had run out of ranch. And I was just in one of those moods where I wanted ranch, and we had some left over in the fridge. And so I made it up, put it in the ranch bottle, and she happened to come into town and she used the ranch out of that bottle and never knew the difference. And I was like, did you use the ranch? And she was like, yeah, is that okay? I'm like, yeah, totally fine. Never was the wiser. So you have your ranch. You have your Greek dressing. You have your strawberry balsamic dressing. And then where is, oh, here it is. And we have our honey mustard. A few minutes apiece was all it took to make. Low calorie, most of them, healthy, delicious, kid approved, picky husband approved salad dressings. So anyway, if you have enjoyed any of this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. That way you get notified when we're cooking up delicious stuff, when we're giving out free weight loss tips, and we are live here on the channel every single Tuesday night. So thank you so much for watching. We will hopefully see you on the next one.